Ooh, what's going on, guys? This is me, Yasin, of course, and we just got some new cards from the Abyss storyline. Not Ogdoadic, Abyss. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. And it's from Batch, which I also don't know what it is. Batch, no, yeah, no, I definitely don't know. Alright, 5 Ice Jades, some Swordswouls, and a branded spell. Let's get right into it. The first one is Hitsu, no, I'm not gonna read that. Cosmo corrects the Ice Jade Imperatrix. Level 10 Water Aqua. Now we need level 2 Water Aqua, not level 10. 1500 attack, 3k defense. You can only special summon this card's name by way of its first effect once per turn. If there is a face-up card on the field zone, you can special summon this card from your hand. Monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects while in Anion Cradle the Ice Jade Depths. Oh, that's a specific monster. Is on the field except the turn they were summoned. Maybe that's not necessarily a monster. Anyways, if your Ice Jade monster battles an opponent's monster, that opponent's monster loses 1000 attack during damage calculation only. Yeah, I mean, this is a good effect though. This is actually a pretty good effect. It's like lose on turn, right? Monsters your opponent controls cannot activate their effects on the field except the turn they were summoned. Oh, actually no, it's the exact opposite of lose one turn. No way, that's actually kind of cool, to be honest. Ah, interesting. Okay, so yeah, I can't really say you can combine this with lose one turn to have like a full floodgate, but okay, interesting. I was gonna say Angel. Angel of the Ice Jade. Level 3, again, we're like one level way too much in order to become like an actual good card. 1000 attack, 2k defense. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is normal or special, you can add one Ice Jade spell or trap from your deck to your hand. This is great, man. I just love these cards. On normal or special, so good. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets this card, such as Effect Veiler, Imperm, or when an opponent's monster declares an attack on this card, quick effect, you can special summon one water monster from your hand or grave. So good already. That's like, if your opponent Veilers you, he gets punished because you can actually revive back like Neptibus or something from your graveyard. What the heck? Except Angel is also itself, but return it to the hand during the end phase. I don't see a problem with that. Also, the next time this card would be destroyed by battle or card effect destroyed and is not destroyed, this card is so incredible. I am just a huge fan. Everything that I've read about this card is just great. So, yeah, the only drawback isn't even like a drawback necessarily. It's just a way to make it balanced. It's level 3 and not level 2. Level 2 means you can make Toad, by the way, in case you're wondering, whereas level 3, yes, there's not much you can do. Alright, Kingfisher of the Ice Jade Ship. Level 9, RIP VFD, 25-25, you can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. You can target one water monster you control, equip this card from your hand or field to that target. An Ice Jade monster equipped with this card can attack while in face-up defense. Oh, that's like the super heavy samurai and the great Shogun Shin. No, not great Shogun. Total defense Shogun's condition. If it does apply its defense for damage calculation, yeah, exactly. It's the same thing. Oh, and invoked not Kaliga, Jesus. Invoke Cocytus. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls with attack equal to or less than the equipped monster's defense. Special summon this card, bruh. And if you do, return that target to your hand. That's like really good. What? Oh my god, you can special summon this card for free? Like, bro. Whoa, okay. But it has to have attack equal to or less than the equipped monster's defense. So, you gotta equip it to a monster with like a big booty. And it doesn't really boost the defense of whichever monster you, yeah, okay, sure, fine. It's still a good card though, because this has 2k defense, this has 3k defense. So yeah, I think this is what this archetype is trying to achieve. Kind of like a strategy where you attack with your defense position monsters, because every monster always has more defense than attack. So fair enough, I can respect that. It's a unique concept. Alright, the field spell, Inian Cradle the Ice Jade Depth. So this is what this card was referring to, with like the opposite of lose one turn. So when this card resolves, you can add one Ice Jade monster that is banished from your grave to your hand. That's like the one issue. Would have been nice if it was actually a play starter and search from your deck to your hand, but it's not the case. Once per turn, if a monster is normal or special, you can target one water monster you control. That target and all face-up monsters your opponent controls lose attack equal to that target's original attack until the end of the turn. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's almost like a bonus effect, but two things are relevant with this. First of all, the fact that it has an effect when you activate it, and also it allows your first monster's second effect to, you know, be in place when it is on the field. Alright, Ice Jade Erosion. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls, discard one Ice Jade monster you control, and if you do, negate that target's effect until the end of the turn. Did you notice it? It negates a face-up card. Like, that's just so good, man. You can negate spells and traps. And by the way, this card is searchable with the level 3, which is just like a 1-card combo in a way. So it's just amazing, man. A single level 3 special summon or normal summon gets you a generic Omni Negate. Like, what? That's just so good. If a face-up water monster you control leaves the field by your opponent, except by being destroyed. You can take one Ice Jade monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it. But I mean, realistically, this is only going to come up when you get bounced back, banished, kaiju'd, sent to the grave by Dingirsu. There's probably some other things, but not really relevant. Yeah, I don't know. I just could have been better, but also could have been worse. Sure, fine, fair enough. Kijing Long Yuan, the Swordswoul Catastrophe, level 10 Fire Wyrm, 2900 attack, 2300 defense, so the stats are slightly worse than the other level 10. 1 tuner plus 1 non-tuner Wyrm, so it's, this for up until now, this is basically just version 2.0 of the first level 10 monster that we got. You can only use the first, second, and third effect of this card's name once per turn. If you Synchro summon another Wyrm Synchro, you can draw 1 card. This, unfortunately, you might be thinking, oh, it's like a TG Hyper Librarian. You're always going to be summoning this now before summoning your level 8 Synchro when you have like the level 6 Extender and like a Moyi or Tai A. But that's actually not the case. You have to make Baroness ASAP so you can play around Nibiru. And this is like very greedy. All you're really doing is just trying to draw like 1 card, but it's not ideal. If your opponent special summons a monsters, you can banish one of them, doesn't target as well. And if you do inflict 1200 damage to your opponent, that's like really, really good. It's an interruption on top of a card that gets you 1 draw when you summon a monster, so pretty nice. And third effect, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect, quick effect. Oh, a negation effect too, huh? No, you can banish that card, and if you do inflict damage to your opponent, that's like, unless you're negating something like the activation of Cursed Outland, this does nothing. Yeah, it literally just field spells. This negates field spells, continuous effects, continuous cards, and continuous effects when you think about it, because they have to stay face up on the field when they resolve, unless the continuous spell goes to the grave as a cost, like Void Imagination, which was already on the field. But you get the point, okay? Banishing a spell or trap is less powerful than banishing a monster, because you can't just banish Regeki and negate Regeki. It does nothing. Whether Regeki goes to the grave or banished, who cares? Your monsters are dead, and that's it, that's all. Alright, Swordswoul Sati. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. If a card becomes banished, you can banish 1 Wyrm Synchro monster or Swordswoul card from your hand, deck, or graveyard, or either field. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Okay, hello, mirror matches from either field. Yeah, this is literally just a mirror match card. That's it. It's not even a good card on itself. Like, the thing is, the Swordswoul cards aren't like Thunder Dragon. You don't go +10 by banishing your cards. There's just like a limit to how much you can benefit off of banishing your own cards, but yeah, I don't know. For a trap card, it's kind of bad, except this part of the effect. And this card becomes banished, you can special summon 1 Swordswoul token. Same restriction, you can't summon from the extra deck except Synchro while that token is on the field, not like for the rest of the turn. So if this gets like negated or something, whatever, or like that, I don't know, the token dies, you can still link summon, make Anaconda, and then send that Fusion Destiny, and make that destroy Phoenix Enforcer, and wish a Merry Christmas to your opponent. Alright, the final card, Servants of the Branded. Continuous spell, you can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. While you control a level 8 or higher Fiend Fusion, this ruined everything, it's freaking annoying. You can negate any effect of a monster with currently 0 attack and or defense activated by your opponent. So zombies are seriously going to be suffering with this, because they always have like 0 defense. So like normal summon Uni zombie, oh shit. At the end of the damage step, if 2 monsters with 0 attack battled, Alameo, you can destroy that opponent's battling monster. That's like really bad unless there's like a way to manipulate attack very easily. But yeah, no, I don't know. What do you guys think of all these cards? I think this level 3 is great. I think the trap card here is fantastic. I think the Synchro monster is alright. It's definitely like a one-of in your extra deck. It's not broken though, but it's good. And the trap card, it's funny, and this part of the effect could be considered, but nothing too gigantic. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.